Your thoughts on that today?
Hard game in terms of obviously extremely hot. Listen, we love them or hate them, a different surface. I hate them personally. I think it's really difficult. It's dry as, sticky. I honestly don't think they're conducive to really good games, but I can understand maybe in terms of income, etc., why people have them. Personally, it's grass for me every single time. So I thought it was a really hard-fought game. Bromley are safe. They're north of 50 points, job done. So they can relax and play their football. We obviously needed to win the game, and we got our noses in front with a good finish from Ozzy, and then we had a couple of 2 or 3 half-decent chances. I thought most of them sort of seemed to fall to Addy. Just cut the neck off a couple, trying to roll his man in the box. But I thought they were having some joy as well. I thought it was a little bit too open. They got in a few times from balls from the mid-third, sort of just dinked in behind us, and they were either just slightly over it or they didn't get their finish off in time. And so I wasn't entirely comfortable. We're trying to change it at half-time and sag away a little bit. We were pressing, but not pressing as a unit, getting picked off a little bit so they could get to the area to try and hit the ball. So we decided to sag away, get into a position early, save our energy a little bit. And that they didn't get in behind us so much once or twice where Booty's made a couple of good saves, to be fair, but obviously Wrighty's finished the chance with a great goal, great header, great ball in from Jamie, and we had 1 or 2 other little sort of half chances as well, but in the end the result was the all important thing for us, and we got it.
Yeah, as you say, you did what you needed to do with the goals either side of the break, and that's really what it's all about at this stage.
Yeah, 100%. You can play your worst game of the season in the situation that we're in and 1 or 2 others are in, but you've got to win, and that brings pressure, and the pressure's only going to ramp up, and there's clubs that are up there that have to be up there, and we ain't one of them. We're a club that surprised everybody, and probably still nobody can quite believe that we're still in there with the group of teams that we're in there. It's like the haves and have-nots, and it's been a monumental effort, and now we've managed to bring it down to we've got a huge game on Monday now against the Orient, who are an excellent team with a manager who's won this division. So we're going to have to bring our A game to the table to get anything whatsoever. We've got 2 days to recover, and so have they. So we'll get about our business and see what we can do.
Before I ask you more on that, I think I was totting up looking at the count. Ryan Boot, because you mentioned him a couple of saves today. I think that's 21 clean sheets for the season in all competitions. That is phenomenal, not just for him but for the defence.
100%, and you defend from 11 back to 1, and you attack from 1 back up to 11. And I've always been at pains to point that out to the lads. It ain't a goalkeeping show or a back 4 show. It's a unit, and up until today, I'm not seeing who scored what. We were the 3rd highest scorers in the division as well. So we are scoring goals and not conceding them too regularly. So it's testament to the team and their intensity to try and defend and not to concede, which of course is a massive part of the game. So long may that continue. But tough games ahead, two huge games for us, and we'll see what results we can get and where we'll lie. When all football's finished.
It's a bit of a shame that Salford managed to get a late winner, but
you wouldn't expect anything more. You know what I mean? No. With all due respect, when you consider what they've got in their ranks, they should be winning. So congratulations to them, and they've changed completely what they're doing. They've gone massive physically, huge. The ball's going from back to front. But they've got lads on huge dough who are way better than this division. There's no doubt about that. So they are going to win games. We've just got to make sure we do our job.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It doesn't change the fact that there's still 3 points between yourselves and Leyton Orient. As you say, what a game that's going to be. Yeah,
it is. I mean, obviously the goal difference is an extra point for them. But it is what it is. If we'd have said right back early in the season when we went down there, that we'd still be 3 points away from 2 games to go, everyone would have laughed you out of the room if we had been chatting after that game. They'd have said, "You gone mad?" But we are, and we've had to go through thick and thin to get there. And I remember that game clearly. We got beat 3-0. We were clean through about 5 times in the first half. Dean Brill was voted man of the match by their supporters. They scored a set play goal 5 minutes into overtime when 2 had gone up on the board at half time. There was lots of little things. We had a red card given to Jamie, record just after half time for 2 innocuous challenges. So referees going to have to be strong, but we'll go into it and give it our very, very best, and that's all we've done all season.
And the one thing you've done this season is build a fan base, and an Easter Monday, hopefully with weather like this, it hopefully should be a big crowd and a good atmosphere.
Yeah, well, not for my face it won't. I need some factor 50 to be fair. As I was writing, I got a Japanese flag. But listen, I've been told we've sold around between the two clubs, we've sold around 2,300-ish to date. So I'd imagine there'll be some more going now. And our lads deserve that kind of game and that kind of crowd to come and see them play, because they've earned it. They've earned the respect. Whatever the result is on Monday and next Saturday, our lads have earned a lot of respect this season from National League supporters, not only Solihull, more supporters, but supporters that have come and watched us on the road as well. Because we're a good side. We can play good football, we can mix it up, and we're a good team. We're well drilled and well organised. We know what we're doing, and we've been a tough nut to crack for people. But the trick is, well done for that. You're sitting where you are in the league, but you've got to crack on and improve, and that's what we intend to do.
Just finally, will there be more pressure on Leyton Orient on Monday, because they can wrap it up?
Yeah, 100%. They've got to win. We can act accordingly. We've got to where we are. We want to progress and get better. And obviously we lost the game down there, and we need to match up and see how far we've come in that period of time. There's one or two players come through the door since we last played them, not a huge amount, but good players, and it'll be an interesting game. They're chock full of top players at this level. They're another club that really they have to come up. They can't. It's not an option not to come up. So it's a free hit for us, and we'll talk about it tomorrow and Sunday, and then try and implement something on Monday.